Chapter 12. Sri Sadguru said, Men of bad conduct, atheists, and also those Brahmanas who are not clean and pure and do not bathe daily and perform the three oblations of the day are not fit to enter the holy temple of Sri Krishna. Those loving devotees who have implicit faith in the Supreme Lord, though born of an inferior clan, are fit to enter Sri Krishna's temple. Whatever be the line of birth, all those bhaktas who have unflinching devotion to Lord Govinda are eligible to perform the puja of Srinatha. Those other than the Brahmanas are not eligible to get initiated into the Vedic code. Hence, those other than the Brahmanas can worship Bhagavan with pious devotion in their hearts. Shabari, Vidura, and others happily worshipped Sri Krishna, offering fruits and flowers with hearts filled with loving devotion. In the same way, at the holy Pandaripuram, Sri Panduranga is worshipped by all people with sincere devotion. Those opposed to Vedic religion, the atheists, the materialists, and the pedants are not eligible to enter the sacred Krishna temple. The exalted Sri Kanakadasa used to stand on the main car street and perform Hari Bhajan with loving devotion to Sri Krishna every day. He did not want to give up self-restraint, overthrow the social code, and enter the Krishna temple. Hence, standing outside, he was happily singing in praise of the Lord. He meditated upon Sri Krishna, the Lord in that temple worshipped by Sri Madhvacharya. With overwhelming love for the Lord, he sang melodiously, played on the veena, and danced. At the height of the overwhelming love and devotion, he started behaving like a madman. That Vaishnava wore anklets and danced wonderfully, expressing various rasas and emotions. Some Brahmanas became exasperated, seeing that low-born devotee dancing on their way to the temple. Filled with pride, they uttered the following words. The Brahmanas said, Yea, you, Kanakadasa, you are a fool and a Chandala, Bhagavan will not be carried away by your pretense as a devotee. Ye fool, you have cast asunder the caste rules. Why do you jump and yell like this, cheating the public standing at the main gate of the temple? Ye low-witted Chandala, now get away, allowing us to enter the temple and have a darshan of Lord Krishna. Sri Sadguru continued. Sri Kanakadasa, the Vaishnava, became very sad to hear these words. Accepting himself to be a Chandala, he bowed to those Brahmanas. Acting upon their command, he folded his hands in all humility, went into the backside of the temple and stood there, singing the praise of Sri Hari. Then the Brahmanas who were versed in Vedas entered the temple, freely reciting the Purusha Suktam. Though they were Vaishnavas, those Brahmanas had offended the great devotee Sri Kanakadasa. Hence, Sri Krishna, the eternal benefactor of the Bhaktas, was unwilling to look at them. At once, Lord Achyuta, the consort of Devi Lakshmi, who holds the Bhaktas in high esteem, turned his back on those Brahmanas. Boring a hole on the back wall of the temple with his churning rod, he looked at his devotee Kanakadasa, who was delightedly singing in praise of him and playing on the veena melodiously. At the same time, Sri Kanakadasa also looked at Sri Krishna through the hole in the back wall of the temple. He saw that the Lord worshipped by the Vedas, who is the repository of mercy and who bestows everlasting and ever increasing bliss on the devotees. At the same time, Sri Kanakadasa also looked at Sri Krishna through the hole in the back wall of the temple. He saw the Lord worshipped by the Vedas, who is the repository of mercy and who bestows everything and ever increasing bliss on the devotees. The lotus-eyed Lord, wearing kaustuba and beautiful with many other ornaments, was in the form of a naked child whose complexion resembled fresh Nilotpala flowers. The 5-year-old boy, Nandagopa, had a row of lustrous pearl-like teeth inside the red lips, lush like a bimba fruit, and exhibited an enigmatic smile that eradicated all cares and worries. the enchanter of gopis, the embodiment of absolute truth, wisdom, and bliss, the Lord bestowing untold bliss to Ananda Tirtha Yogindra, was holding the churning rod. Kanakadasa, the devotee, was overwhelmed by the ecstasy of the darshan of Sri Krishna. Shedding tears, he sang and danced. The Brahmanas were greatly surprised then to know the glory of Sri Kanakadasa, and with immeasurable love of the Lord of Sri Devi towards the devotees. The Brahmanas were gently surprised then to know the glory of Sri Kanakadasa and the immeasurable love of the Lord of Sri Devi towards the devotees. Even today, in that temple, the deity Lord Sri Krishna reminds the visitors of the pristine glory of his bhaktas by giving darshan to devotees only through the hole in the back wall. Those who worship Sri Krishna, the personification of divine love, following the path of Sri Kanakadasa, reach transcendental abode of the Lord, as did Kanakadasa himself. Even the attendants of Lord Vishnu had to be born as asuras, demons, to expiate the sin of offending the Sanaka brothers at the entrance of the abode of the Lord. If it be so, then what to speak of the people who are vainglorious and offend the devotees due to pride. Thus ends chapter 12, entitled Shri Kanakadasa Charitam 3 of Book 3 of Shri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.